Collingwood are 36 points down to Hawthorn. Can they come back? The next 28 to 9 minutes will tell us the story here at VFL Park in front of what I believe is a record crowd.
The big fist from Worthington gets it out to Tony Shaw. His kick only travelled 5 metres out, and eventually it comes out towards Eade, who taps the ball wide. Kennedy is pushing the back. It's kicked off the ground for Collingwood, and Brewer handballs across to Wiedemann. Over the head of Russo and Wearmouth, taken by Calvin Moore. The quick kick from Moore goes straight into the waiting arms of his teammate Chris Mew.
Chris Mew from the half-back flank slipped slightly as he came in to have the kick down toward the wing position where Kennedy's taken a fine mark. Thought of a hand pass to DP Domenico, but now changes his mind. Placing the ball in toward the half-forward zone. Players fly high. The mark has been claimed and it will be paid. Oops, and a trip also to Mace. Could have been a 15-metre penalty there, but the umpires didn't play it. Mace's kick off the side of the boot into the forward pocket it travels. Goad was there, tapped out by Byrne. Goad showing a little bit more pace than Byrne to get to the ball first, but the boundary umpire said it is over the boundary line, and we'll see a boundary throw-in take place in Hawthorn's forward pocket. Hawthorn, as I said, 36 points in front of Collingwood, and Collingwood have to find something this quarter, Bob Skilton, to take this game out.
Tuckett was who got the tap. It's forced out by Robertson. He traps the ball well. Was going to give the hand pass. He still gives it out wide. Ablett's waiting for it. He gives it on now to Mace. Mace has quick kick down towards the forward pocket, but he's way offline. In fact, over the boundary line on the full. So the resultant free kick will be taken by Collingwood's fullback, Peter McCormick.
It's the first time that Mace has been used in the game today for Hawthorn, and also Don Scott is still on the interchange bench. The kick coming in from that back pocket position. No one actually made contact. Dacos tried to hook it out. Polkinghorn gets a funny little kick away and taken by Russo. It wasn't the required 10 metres, so he hurriedly puts it down to Matthews, who's been a real champion today in this Hawthorn lineup. Matthews places the ball in toward Moncrief, who leads out, and Moncrief takes the mark in front of McCormick, who's tried to grab about 5 or 6 metres on the mark, and umpires now will bring him back to where the mark should be as Moncrief tries to line up to kick his second goal. Hawthorn 14-14-98. Collingwood 9-8-62, and Moncrief with a very difficult shot for goal, kicking right into the breeze.
Difficult shot it is. Plenty of distance there, but it's across the face of goal. Tuck's in position, but he's beaten for the mark by Bill Pickett. Billy Pickett. Tuck being brought back to 5 metres. Law saying that you must be 5 metres back from the goal line. As Pickett slips as he was about to kick the ball, it comes down. Robertson's beaten for it on this occasion by Young, but Young too slow to get rid of the ball. Tapped away by Robertson, picked up by Goss. His kick over the head of Moncrief, and we'll find a boundary throwing to take place 5 metres around from the behind post in the forward pocket for Hawthorn.
Hawthorn have to keep the ball in this area and score, and Collingwood naturally have to get it away to try and pick up that leeway they are facing. To the front of the packet comes Goad, hooks it out slightly. Mace's kick runs in toward the scoring zone. This could be a chance. Toomey should force it through. That wasn't Toomey at all, it was Olsen. And Olsen did just what I said he should do and get it over that line, because he was in all sorts of trouble, Bob, wasn't it?
I'll say, Jack. McCormick going straight up the centre of the ground, shortest way home when you need about 6 goals in a hurry, and Ablett takes the ball from the big fist away. A long kick from Ablett goes right over the boundary line on the full, and another free kick will be taken by Peter McCormick.
Hawthorn kicked 7 goals 5 to make them 47 points at quarter time, and Collingwood can only manage 3 goals 2, giving Hawthorn a very handy lead of 27 points, which they increased to 42 points at half time, and now are still holding that 37-point lead over Collingwood. In the ball up on the half-forward line for Hawthorn. Collingwood having a lot of trouble getting it out of there, Bob.
Yes, they've found Hawthorn's desperate tackling extremely hard to get away from all day. It's Tuck who's done all the ruck work on the forward line and done it extremely well. Mace meets Picken very heavily, but no free kick. And we find Ablett showing tremendous pace, coming away from the centre wing. The left foot kick, looking for Moncrief at the back. Cut down, taken by Mace. Mace has kicked towards goal. Hits the post.
Well, he's been in the thick of things since coming on. He's had about 3 or 4 possessions in the first 4.5 minutes of the game. Or the quarter, I should have said. Had 4 possessions in 4 minutes, which isn't a bad effort. Of course, he'll be much fresher than the others. He's had a torrid afternoon so far.
Punched away by Russo, tapped forward by Kennedy, picked up by Wearmouth, who threw the ball out. It was on the wrong side for Robertson. Tuck gets the ball wide to Eade. And Rodney Eade screws the ball back to put it to the centre of that corridor down the ground. It's punched down and picked up by Robertson after the handball came from Goad. The quick hand kick over the top only went 5 metres, and Picken comes away with the ball. up towards centre-half back. Payton comes out, gets a favourable bounce, and he's able to thump the ball forward. A good bounce for Matthews. Straightens up, goes Collingwood, and shepherded through by Moncrief. Good play by the full forward to allow Matthews to kick his 4th goal, and Hawthorn go to 15-16, 106, Collingwood 9-8-62. And that, I think, Jack, might be the largest, the greatest margin in the game to date.
Yes, it would have to be, Bob. I can't remember Collingwood getting any further down than the 42 points they were at half-time. But that little man on your screen there, Matthews, he's been a real dynamo. He kicked a great goal in the 3rd quarter when Collingwood was starting to come back against Hawthorn. He kicked a great goal, a steadying goal, and Hawthorn have just gone ahead from there. But there's another man, Payton, getting that tap from the centre bounce. He's hardly been beaten for a centre bounce all day. Got another hand pass out to Matthews, which wasn't a very good kick, and there's a little bit of, I would say, aerial work going on out there, but not much football.
Jack, little things that are not seen much in football. Rodney Eade, seeing that Tony Shaw had snuck down to the forward line on his own, raced from the wing down to the back pocket to pick up Tony Shaw for his teammate Russo.
Well, that was good thinking too. This isn't good thinking for Collingwood because the ball goes out fairly wide. Polkinghorn will head for the boundary line of that, I'm sure. Yes, I think he might just let it run out. That he does. A boundary throw-in will come in now. It's in Collingwood's forward pocket, but a fair way out from goal.
Polkinghorn, an unobtrusive player, but he's done a solid job all day against Dacos.
He always seems to play a very effective game to me, Bob.
Payton gets the tap. It misses Goss. It's picked up by Weirmouth. He shows a great turn of speed and then puts the long kick down towards the forward zone. Over the back, a good mark there to Barham. I think it might be a free kick to Barham or the mark. Either way, it was kicked out of Barham's hands anyway, but personally I felt it was a mark, Jack.
I think that's what the umpire paid originally, Bob. And Barham will take this shot from only, well, you can see where he is, where the umpire's marking the position where the man on the mark must stand. So Barham is only kicking from about 12 metres out at the most. Point blank range, Ricky Barham puts it on its way and he's popped it through for a Collingwood goal, but they wanted quite a few more yet. Hawthorn 15-16, 106. Collingwood 10-8, 68.
Ricky Barham, who was beaten by Ablett on the wing, and when Craig Davis got injured, Barham came back on the ground, went to the forward pocket. From that forward pocket, of course, bringing up a goal.
Hawthorn have had great service. I mentioned Payton before. They've had great service from DiPier, Domenico, Polkinghorn we spoke of, Wallace, Rodney Eade. Kennedy too has played a very serviceable game. Tuck and Picken have had a great duel, and I would think that honours would be just about even there, Bob.
Yes, I would say so, Jack. Centre bounce. Worthington up high, gets a big punch. Worth a kick on that occasion. Eade comes across the front there of Brewer. Gets a hand pass back towards DiPier Domenico. Can't get the ball clear though, and it comes back with Brewer. Brewer gets tripped by DiPier Domenico, and so will take the free kick on the half-forward line.
Well, he could make it. It's going to be a hard goal to get. He has kicked 3 goals out of Collingwood's total of 10. Off the side of the boot it wobbles. Ball will head for the boundary line. Tony Shaw tried to keep it in play. It's been tapped back out. In trouble down there was Taylor. Picked up here by Goss. Given over to Matthews. Given over to Eade. Eade's short hand pass. Trouble for DiPier Domenico. In the back. He might get out of it. No, he's paid the free kick against DiPier Domenico for holding the ball.
He had the chance of getting the hand pass back to Rodney Eade.
I think he was put in the hot seat with that hand pass. I don't think he really wanted it.
So it's Toomey. A lovely kick from Toomey right up towards the goal square. Payton up high over the top. Couldn't hold the mark. Desperate football by all and sundry. Ronnie Weirmouth comes out holding his hands, and so we'll get the free kick.
Well, Collingwood could get another goal here. This will make things interesting. Weirmouth hasn't kicked any goals so far. But Collingwood could kick their 11th goal from this shot by Weirmouth, and much the same shot as Ricky Barham had before. Point blank range, dead in front. No place to be giving away free kicks. Hawthorn still holding sway. This will change it. Weirmouth comes into goal, puts it on its way. The Collingwood fans ecstatic. That one's gone through also. And as Weirmouth runs up holding his hand, the scoreboard changes to read Hawthorn 15-16, 106. Collingwood 11-8, 74.
Collingwood still in their pitching all of the way, Jack. They have taken absolutely no notice of the scoreboard at all, and they're still desperately trying to bridge the gap.
Well, we've only been playing exactly 10 minutes now. This is the final quarter, of course. So Collingwood will have round about the 20, might have 20 minutes to go. The longest quarter we had was the first, but when Hawthorn kicked such a lot of goals, but most of the quarters have gone very close to the 30-minute mark. Looks like someone may have snookered a football down there, so a new one coming onto the ground, and play will continue right here and now as umpire James comes in to put the ball down. 10.5 minutes into the final term. Collingwood trailing by 32 points to Hawthorn.
And by Glenn James. Taking quite a time. A high bounce. Payton and Worthington. Payton wins out. It comes towards Tuck of Hawthorn. He gets a bad bounce. Kicked off the ground by Shaw. Tuck falls over and allows Picken to come in. Picken and Tony Shaw almost compete against each other. Brewer at the back punches the ball away towards Ronnie Williamouth. Can he get there before the boundary line? No, he cannot. And a throw-in will take place halfway between centre wing and half-forward flank for Collingwood.
Which means Collingwood are in attack from this position. From the boundary throw-in, they'll have to gain possession and drive it deeper into attack. Tapped out to Russo. Weirmouth was there. Matthews is there. Can't pick it up. Tried to hook it in, but couldn't do so. A boundary throw-in once again will take place, even though the Collingwood fans were appealing for the free kick, saying Matthews put the ball out of bounds deliberately. That may be the case, but no free kick has been paid. Boundary throw-in once again. Collingwood's half-forward flank. Worthington tries to get it out. Can't do so. Comes out to Goad. Thought of a hand pass to DiPiero Domenico, but kicks high in the air up toward the centre. Pickett went for a spectacular mark, and he missed it. Tuck picks up his kick, a bad one. Goes straight to Byrne. Byrne puts it back. A good kick up to half-forward.
Long kick from Byrne towards half-forward. Dacos misses the mark. Streaming through from half-back is DiPiero Domenico. Hawthorn all on their own as we see Mace take the mark. He's being told by Ablett that he's clear. Goes for the long kick. He's way offline, completely offline, in fact, across the face of goal. In fact, he may have been well advised to have gone down and then given a handball across to Ablett, who was running alongside him.
He had a fortnight to have a kick, didn't he?
That he did.
At just about half the ground, and he messed it up. Boundary throw-in in the forward pocket for Hawthorn. Worthington and Tuck on the turf. Could have been a free kick there against Goad, and the umpire said play on. They've all stopped. Young in trouble now. Picked up by Goss. Snapped towards goals. It's a goal to Hawthorn. Gossie kicks his third. Hawthorn 16-16, 1-1-2. Collingwood 11-8-74.
Well, you called it, Jack. They all did stop.
They stopped. And it's an old saying, we say it nearly every week, don't we? You don't stop until you hear the whistle not blown the first time, but the second time. But they all stopped. Gossie was quick enough to pick it up and pop it through.
So it's 112-74. Norm Goss kicking his third goal. The bounce favours Stewart. It's taken down there by Tony Shaw. His short kick towards the half-forward line, missed by Dacos, but he's able to recover. Gives a hand pass out wide, looking for, but not finding Williamouth. Thrown back almost there by Russo, and that's the way umpire Glenn James sees it, and the free kick goes to Ronnie Williamouth.
He plays on quickly, always about. Normally they allow that, but this time they didn't. So Williamouth has to go back and take a shot or go for the short pass, which he's done. And Taylor's made position for a short pass. Not good defence there by Matthews, in actual fact. And Taylor will take this shot at goal to try and bring up his first goal and Collingwood's 12th goal. And as I speak, the time clock moves up to the 14-minute mark of the final term, which you're watching on the big league.
Taylor's kick off the side of the boot, and only 1 point comes on the board, kicked by Michael Taylor of Collingwood.
Collingwood want goals, not behinds. Hawthorn still holding sway. 112-75, and Kelvin Moore about to go to the outer side.
A nice kick from Moore towards the half-back line. Matthews was up high, couldn't take the mark. It's tapped wide by Robertson, but it comes out to Young of Collingwood. A hand pass to Williamouth. Williamouth's kick dropping short. Kelvin Moore in the way. So Kelvin Moore. Full-back now in the back pocket.
I think he'll take plenty of time. No great hurry as far as he's concerned.
Another nice kick from Moore towards half-back. Tuck up high, and a lovely mark taken there by Michael Tuck.
Yes, Wiedemann trying to claim the mark and Tuck, the man in front, being paid the benefit of the doubt, if there was any. Michael Tuck taking the mark, and now the kick on the half-back line, back towards the centre line of travels. No one could take that mark. Wallace, desperate as ever, got the ball out. Could have been a free kick against Mace. The umpire said will be a free kick against Mace, and the free kick will be taken by Williams. No, it's not being given to Williams, it's been given to Wiedemann.
So it's driven forward. It was Williams, Jack. Wiedemann there also, but this time it is Wiedemann who takes the mark.
Lucky I didn't say Wiedemann kicked it, because he would have had to make a lot of ground. Those two look a bit alike, but I thought that Williams was going back to take the kick, but then anyhow it's Wiedemann going to take this shot at goal from 45 metres out. No goals as yet to his credit. Looking more like his father every day, Mark Wiedemann. They have to put it forward. Or will it carry or not? It's going to be close. It's through. It's a goal. Kicked by Mark Wiedemann, and Collingwood have kicked their 12th goal. 12 goals, 9, 81. Hawthorn, 16, 16, 112.
Wiedemann, an example there of what is required to kick a goal. You could see the concentration right over the top of the ball, right throughout.
Well, Collingwood not done by yet. Only 16 minutes have gone. But can they come back? 31 points, still the difference.
Payton and Stewart. Stewart wins out. Comes to Wiedemann again. A hand pass across to Hanbury. Hanbury streams across the half-forward line. Puts the long kick downwards. Barham there along with Green. Barham desperately diving in. It taps it wide. It's a chance of a Collingwood goal as Brewer picks it up. Wonderful football though from Russell Green. Domenico, short kick out to Polkinghorne. Great play by Russell Green to allow the Hawks to clear the ball, and we find Mace. Mace with the ball on half-back line.
Could have hand passed over to Matthews. Elects to go the long kick down to Goad, who couldn't quite get it. Didn't go out on the full. It was touched by Goad before going out of bounds, so a boundary throw-in will take place. Gee, there was an electrifying roar went up around the ground then when Brewer had that shot at goal, but great football, as Bob Skilton told you, by Green to smother the kick. Payton got the tap, taken by Irwin. It was smothered also. Players try to battle through. Looks like Williams trying to get it out. The umpire said he was holding the ball, so Hawthorn will go forward from this kick by Goss. They'll go up to their half-forward line. A little kick meant for Tuck, got up high. A clever mark by Tuck, sort of balked at the last moment to put Picken out of business.
Tuck seeing Mace down further down the ground. Mace has done a fine job in this term since coming on at three-quarter time. This will be 7 kicks that Mace has had for the quarter. Hasn't been extremely accurate with his kicking, but nonetheless, it's more important to win the kick than otherwise.
Well, see, he's had a bit of practice. See what he can do now. Puts it on its way. It's off target, I think, the way the umpire's moving across. Only one behind resulting, bringing the Hawthorn total to 113 and Collingwood 81. 32 points the difference in Hawthorn's favour. We're at the 18-minute mark of the final term. If Hawthorn can go back from here, but Picken's about to fly and oppose his teammate in actual fact. The ball on the turf. It's still in there. Collingwood scramble it out of the pack.
And a nice mark taken by Polkinghorne, who has been a fine player right throughout. David Polkinghorne from centre wing, looking down towards the half-forward line. No mark taken. Was a mark actually taken by Picken.
I think he may have been off too, but the umpire gave him the benefit there, and Billy Picken from the half-back flank is looking up towards centre half-forward.
High kick, punched on by Wiedemann, taken there by Worthington, who eventually was able to get the ball out. Russo dives in underneath Taylor, both having a tug-of-war, and so umpire Glenn James will adjudicate and say he will bounce it on the half-forward line for Collingwood. 32 points in front are Hawthorn. The ball's put down on the half-forward line for Collingwood and taken by Irwin. Irwin on the left foot, bringing it back around the flank. Polkinghorne at the back of Dacos. Hooked the ball out the back. Good thinking. Picked up by Kelmore, but his kick was smothered. Running over the boundary line now. And hello, have a look at this. I've just been handed the official attendance today. 92,935 people have paid a staggering $214,736 to see this game, Collingwood playing Hawthorn. Russo taps the ball back, kicked off the ground by Weirmouth, and a great diving effort to mark, but missed there by Domenico. Calvin Moore dives in, Domenico back there again, gets the wide hand pass, picked up by Russo. The kick by Russo towards half-back, and a great mark taken by Young in the front position. Well, I'm sorry. I normally go for the man in the front, and I thought that David Young took that mark.
Well, I was busy writing down that staggering attendance figure, Bob.
It was paid to Robertson.
I couldn't get over it. 92,935 people here at VFL Park this afternoon. Not a bit of wonder I couldn't find a car park.
So it's Michael Tuck. Long kick from Tuck. Punched away, taken by Wallace, missed by Goss, not missed by Goss, but Wallace's hand pass missed Goss. Irwin too slow to get rid of the ball. He's in there underneath Robertson and should have tapped the ball wide. Good quick thinking by Robertson. Goes for the short pass towards Mace at half forward. It's punched away by Byrne, taken by David Young. He's held when not in possession of the ball and gets the free kick at centre half back.
And from that position, Young could put the ball up toward the centre of the ground, if not a little bit further. It's about where it's going to land. The first one I called in possession there. Could have been a free kick too, but Matthews breaks away. A bit slow to get the hand pass out. Goss got it out to Domenico, playing basketball with it. Picked up by Brewer. The hand pass favours, I won't say favours Matthews, but he got to it first. Suckers the ball toward the boundary line, which was the objective, and a boundary throw will take place on the half-forward flank for Collingwood.
Good thinking by Matthews there, Jack.
It was good thinking. Well, had he picked it up, he would have been swamped. 21 minutes into the final quarter. Collingwood in attack from their half-forward flank. Goss throws himself on top of the ball, trying to hook it back out, but the whistle sounds for another bounce to be taking place in much the same position. Collingwood 16-17, 1-1-3. Sorry, I'll change that. Hawthorn 16-17, 1-1-3. Collingwood 12-9, 81.
Worthington and Payton jostle position. Payton wins the tap. It comes towards Goss. Goss a little slow on that occasion, but it's picked up by Williams. Good play by Domenico to give a side push to Ronnie Wearmouth and force him over the boundary line. Throw in, closer towards, almost in the forward pocket. Payton gets the tap back. It comes past Hannaby. Robertson gathers the ball in well, showing a tremendous turn of speed. The kick dropping short. Goad almost took the mark. It's called. It has been paid.
Alan Goad looking for a short in toward the centre of the ground. He looks in that direction, looking for a teammate. He's found one also. And Mace, as Bobby told you before, playing a great final quarter with the only one he's played. Up towards Tuck and travels. Difficult mark. Could have been a free kick against Picken. And Tuck will take the free kick for Hawthorn. Well within scoring range, only 40 metres out. And the ever-reliable Michael Tuck won't have any trouble at all with the distance. But he'll have to try and steer it through because the breeze is still blowing fairly strong from his left to right-hand side. Tuck goalless at this stage. Can he kick Hawthorn's 17th goal? A few seconds, I'll be able to tell you. The player said he has. Yes, it's through. Tuck kicks his first goal, Hawthorn's 17th goal. Hawthorn 17-17, 119, and Collingwood 12 goals, 9-81.
Michael Tuck, an excellent player at centre half forward.
They've had a great duel though, haven't they?
That they have, Jack.
Picken and Tuck.
But it's a backman's job to stop your opponent, and Tuck has been in there busy doing things. Picken actually is coming off the ground, Jack.
Well, Billy Picken being replaced by Morris. Another big tap down to Robertson from the centre bounce. Robertson's hand pass opens the way up now for Rodney Eade to drive the ball in deep. No, he's in trouble. Gets a hand pass back out to Kennedy. He puts a fairly long kick in toward the forward pocket. Goad can't take the mark. Moncrief's there for Hawthorn. Hand passes back to Goad. Goad balks around. The left foot shot toward goal. It travels well off the boot, but doesn't quite make it. Touch through 4-1 behind. Very good attempt by Alan Goad. What's his tally now, Bobby?
4-5, Jack.
4-5. So he's been a busy worker, even though he hasn't had the most accurate boots on. But that was a very difficult shot.
Once again, McCormick going directly down the ground. That's the only way in this position, because then we find a free kick going to Craig Stewart because he was pushed in the back. And so Stewart, another good kick of the football, also should go for the long kick.
Well, he's nothing to lose. He does make a long kick of it too.
Right to centre half forward. Kelvin Moore punches the ball away. Russo comes across, tries to get a hand pass over the top, does so, puts the Ablett under a fair bit of pressure, and it's picked up by Tony Shaw. Poor hand pass, but it comes back to Shaw. He's well tackled, loses possession of the ball. Irwin tackled again, takes too long, but had no chance of getting rid of it, according to umpire Robertson, and Irwin showing an obvious lack of fitness, Jack.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. The Hawthorn players thought that was a free kick, but the umpire, in this case, umpire Ian Robertson said no, the ball was held to him. Yes, I think we'll see a lot better out of Warwick Irwin in weeks to come, but he does at this stage lack sharpness, I think, Bobby. He's not thinking quickly enough. His reflexes are down. So it's taken here by Wearmouth. The hand pass on to Irwin, having time to get a kick this time. He puts the ball up to the scoring zone. Set themselves, the ball punched away by Green. Favours Domenico, and soccer tactics find the boundary line. Placement kick there by Domenico. Had nowhere to go with the kick at all, and he went straight for the boundary line, and he certainly found it. As the time ticks around toward the 25-minute mark, It's Hawthorn on 120 and Collingwood on 81.
Over the top came Williams, then still went on, forcing the ball forward. Mew gets a quick hand pass to Russo. The left foot kick from Russo goes out of over the boundary line on the full, and so the free kick will be taken by Kevin Morris.
Well, he wouldn't score from where he is. He's right on the half-forward flank and deep on the boundary. He'll have to hope for a Collingwood mark, but a poor kick puts the ball in toward the centre of the ground.
It bounces badly there for Ablett, tapped forward by Di Domenico. He gives the hand pass across to Wallace. Wallace will be looking for Michael Tuck. Tuck's at the back position, and Toomey takes a nice mark in front.
Yes, Tuck thinking the ball would carry further than it did. Tried to get the fly over the top of Toomey, who plays on very quickly from the half-back flank area. Up towards centre-half forward, the kick travels. No mark taken. Weirmouth picks up the crumb beautifully. The left foot kick is in toward the forward pocket. Can Shaw pick it up? He does. His hand passes smothered. Hawthorn have been doing that all day. Shaw's hand pass once again to Wiedemann. He was too slow. Lost possession, but no free kick either way. The ball with Robertson, trying to get it out of the pack, picked up by Russo. Russo going up toward the wing, where he can see a teammate in Wallace, all by himself. Wallace takes the mark, can play on down towards Tuck. Over the head of Tuck, he travels in the back, could have been the occasion there, and the free kick will be paid to Toomey, or will it go the other way? No, it won't be Toomey to take the kick, it's Byrne.
So Byrne, after getting the shove from Alan Goad, torpedo punt kick. Very high. Payton punches the ball away. It's well taken by Hanbury. The hand pass from Hanbury finds Young. Young short kick. Straight into the arms of Di Domenico.
What a fine job this fellow's done. Big birdie, about to play on now. He thought of a hand pass, elected to kick. He's kicked straight to three Collingwood players in the centre of the ground. Irwin got a hand pass out to Toomey. Toomey's kick travelling up towards Robertson in front and takes a timely mark, a steadying mark for Hawthorn. Putting the ball out wide. The lead is good, the pass is good, and the mark is equally as good by Wallace. Wallace on centre wing on the members' side. The time clock ticks around toward the 27-minute mark as Wallace puts Hawthorn into attack.
Tuck poached away by Toomey. Coming across the back of the pack was Stewart. Tuck forced Stewart to go wide with that kick. Hanbury getting the Eade out of the way and is then able to go after the ball, but Eade now making him handball over the top. It's a poor hand pass. Tony Shaw and Hanbury collided. The poor kick fell into the arms of Taylor. Taylor's kick up towards half forward. Mew was there, couldn't trap it. It's taken by Payton. Hand pass across to Robertson, then to Polkinghorne, and once again we find Mace completely on his own.
He certainly opened up that forward line, Bob. He leads right away from the opposition. A placement kick in toward the half-forward zone, and Ablett takes the mark for Hawthorn. Well, he's a lot closer to goal than the half-forward line. He's dropped right down to be within 35 metres of goal, and he will now try for his third goal, hopeful to bring Hawthorn's score up to 18-18. It now sits on 17-18, 120, and Collingwood 12-9-81. Ablett kicks as the light is fading. The kick of Ablett's is fading too, a little bit to the left-hand side, and only one behind resulting from that shot at goal. 17-19, 121 is the Hawthorn total. Collingwood 12-9, 81, 40 points behind Hawthorn.
Straight down the centre of the ground. Kennedy, a magnificent mark over the top.
It'll take a magnificent kick to score, Bobby. He's out round about 68 metres, 70 metres from where he'll kick.
No, I don't think he'll score, Jack. But John Kennedy. The kick dropping short, about 20 metres out from goal, and a timely mark taken by Peter McCormack, who goes out straight away with a handball to Byrne. Byrne towards half-back. Kennedy in position again. This time can't take the mark. Hanbury won possession, then lost it, and, well, the free kick goes the way of Mark Hanbury.
Being held but not in possession, according to umpire James. Hanbury taking this kick for Collingwood on the half-back flank. Not too sure as what to do. Gave a hand pass to Taylor, who drives up with the kick. Over the back will come Kelvin Moore, spoilt the pack, pushed it down towards Rodney Eade on the centre wing position, having time to get a hand pass if he wishes. That he does now to Wallace. Wallace puts the boot into it, up toward Tuck. Tuck and Toomey will fly high. Toomey brings the ball down, taken by Kennedy. 45 metres out from goal, possibly a shade more. He drives in toward the scoring zone, and a mark to Alan Goad. What a great mark that was. Alan Goad only 25 metres out from goal from where he'll kick, and attempt to kick his fifth goal. So Hawthorn have certainly taken the points away from Collingwood this afternoon here in front of a massive record crowd at VFL Park of 92,935 people. In the gate, way over $200,000. Alan Goad putting the ball on its way. The umpire watches it go overhead and then indicates Hawthorn have kicked their 18th goal through Goad. and now move on to 127 points and Collingwood on 81.
Well, as the clock ticks around to the 30-minute mark, it is a ball game well and truly won by Hawthorn.
Nobody in their wildest dreams, Bobby, could even imagine that Hawthorn could trounce Collingwood as they have this afternoon, and really have never looked in danger, have they?
Not from the very moment, apart from Craig Stewart winning the first knockout. Payton and Stewart. Payton again wins a tap. This time Goss gets it, gives a hand pass across to Ablett. Ablett will go for the short pass, where once again Mace is on his own. Can he get there before the boundary line? A great effort to mark by Mace. He plays on straight away from the half-forward flank. There's a shocking kick once more, though, off the side of the boot as the siren goes, and Hawthorn running out easy winners over Collingwood. Hawthorn 18-19, 127. Collingwood 12-9, 81.